Welcome to Tom and Rob's Inexplicable Journey into wider radio experiences.
Yes, hello, I'm Rob.
And I am Tom.
Right, today we're going to talk about aliens.
Yes,
aliens, yes, we are.
Extraterrestrial
beings. Yes, Tom, please don't do that. They'd kick us out in about 2 seconds.
I'll
right.
Try not to.
Perfect. Okay, so this is Rob and Tom's Inexplicable journey into
wider radio experiences,
where every week we'll be talking about a theme that we choose, and we give you experiences, facts, just really random stuff.
Lots of random.
Yeah, lots of games, just features and just interesting things to keep you going during the day. Yes. So first of all, Tom.
Yes.
Yes. So what do you know about aliens? What do you think about aliens?
Well, they're people from other planets. And I assume they're people from other planets. They may not even live on planets, but they're basically strange beings from outside the Earth.
Okay, that's a generous. Have you ever seen an alien? Or have you
No,
had experience
I have
with
never
aliens?
seen an alien, Rob.
Okay.
Have you ever seen an alien?
No, I haven't. But when I was small, I sort of believed I'd seen the UFOs.
Oh, okay, right.
Yes, I know, that's
we'll
weird.
come to UFOs later, but
no, that's my experience with aliens. I just believed I saw these
you really
UFOs.
believed that you saw this UFO?
When I was small, yes.
And
now
what
I
did it
tend to
look like?
believe I was an idiot, but yes.
You've only started to believe that you're an idiot, Rob?
Yes, I have. But, I believed to see 4 lights in the sky, and I just went, yay, UFOs. But apparently, no, they weren't.
Right, okay.
Probably planes or anything like that. Anyway, we'll start off today with a competition, a sort of riddle for all of you.
Wonderful competition where you can win a very special prize.
Yes, what's the very special prize of today, Tom?
Shall I say now, or shall I leave it as a
No, go on,
prize?
say it now, so they know the marvellous prize that awaits them.
Our special prize for this week is a half-eaten bag of gone-off lettuce.
How gone off is it?
Well, it went off on the 12th of October.
Wow, so pretty quality stuff.
It looks fine.
It looks fine. Have you tasted it?
I did taste it a few days after the 12th.
Okay, was it still good?
It's a bit rubbery.
Interesting. But anyway, that's your marvellous prize for today.
Now,
yes.
what do we have to do, Rob, to win
Now,
this
to win the
wonderful
prize, you have to give me the answer to this very, very simple riddle.
Right, go ahead.
So the riddle states, okay, there's this astronaut, there's this spaceman who ends up on a planet. And on this planet, there's a species called the octopeds.
Octopeds?
Yes.
Do they have 8 legs?
Yes,
Okay.
they do. And basically there are 400 male octopeds,
Right.
200 female octopeds,
Okay.
and 200 octopeds. It could be either male or female.
So 600 octopeds.
Well, no, not necessarily. You have to think about this. So the question is, how many aliens are on that planet?
Right.
Do you know how many aliens? Do you have
I
an
would say
idea?
600.
600. Why would you say 600?
Because you said there were 200 male, 200 female, and 200 that could be either.
Well, we see what other people think. Okay.
If you want to text in an answer, text the word studio to 82010, or you can phone in at 029 207 81530.
Out of curiosity, our email is also studio@express.co.uk.
Expressradio.co.uk.
Sorry, Xpress Radio. I'm sorry.
Schoolboy error, Rob. Schoolboy error.
I know.
So I told you to watch a film, didn't I, last night? What was the film called, Rob?
The Fourth Kind.
Now, what sort of genre was it? Was it sci-fi or...?
No, it was horror.
It was a sci-fi horror, wasn't
and I
it?
was not happy.
Now, I've seen this film a couple of times, but
yes.
I didn't tell you this before I told you to watch it, but the first time I saw it, it was actually the scariest film I've ever seen.
Yeah, I have realised that.
It was the only film to have properly scared me. I woke up in the middle of the night and screamed because I thought I saw an
I
alien.
sort of realised halfway through when a person started levitating outside of his bed.
So, explain to the people listening what this film is about.
It's about aliens and alien abductions and stuff like that. It's generally just an excuse to get yourself really, really scared.
Okay, so
and
what sort of things happen in this film? How do people get abducted?
They get transported outside their bed and stuff. It's really
Stuff
weird,
happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then
So they can never remember.
it's basically interesting because it's got footage from actual interviews with people who had alien encounters.
Yes.
So it's interesting in that
Very
way.
spooky. If you want to see a spooky film, I know Halloween's over, but Fourth Kind, go and see it.
No, don't.
I would
Trust
recommend
me.
it.
I would definitely not.
I would definitely.
I was dying of fear yesterday night. I was in my
You did send me a
bed.
couple of texts saying about how scared you were.
Yes, I did actually.
But,
Because you forced me to watch it without the lights on.
did you watch it with the lights off?
No, I did watch it without the lights
You
on.
did watch it with the lights off?
Yeah.
Pitch black room?
Yes.
Did you scream at all?
No, I
Did
didn't.
you whimper and cry?
No, I put the volume down in a couple of points though.
I was very scared when I saw that film in the cinema.
Yeah, I can
was-
sort of believe that. You do know.
Yeah. It's a good film. I definitely recommend going to see it.
So what other films have you seen with aliens?
Well, Alien, obviously. And Aliens.
Yeah, hence the name.
Obviously. Alien 3. Not
Good
Alien
point.
4. Alien 4 isn't very good. Don't watch that.
Is it not?
Alien 3 is my favourite.
Is that the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
That's Predator, you utter moron.
I don't know.
Predator fights the alien in a separate film, but that's not very good.
Okay, but
Alien is the classic alien movie. Alien hatches out of egg, lays eggs inside a man's mouth, alien bursts out of his chest, and then causes havoc on a ship.
absolutely charming.
And then Sigourney Weaver's character defeats it.
How does he actually defeat it?
I can't remember.
Yeah, there you go.
I think, does she
A
shoot it
totally
out into
memorable
space?
film.
I can't remember.
Wonderful film.
And then
you can't
the
imagine
sequel,
it.
it's like the first one, but
Yes.
it's got multiple aliens, hence why it's called Aliens.
And the one after that?
It's just got one alien.
And the one after that?
I can't remember, it's not very good.
So it's basically one alien turns into many aliens, then comes back to one.
No, they're separate aliens. Just forget it. Just move on. Move on.
on.
Rob.
Okay.
Do you have any facts that you've got about aliens that
Facts
you might want
about
to talk
aliens?
about?
Well, I've heard some pretty weird people describing encounters.
Right, okay.
Not necessarily encounters with aliens, but I've heard some
Just
really
strange
random
encounters.
stories. No, but not necessarily that. Some really, really random people that sort of believed they had been kidnapped or they had seen UFOs and stuff, but clearly hadn't.
All right.
For example, there was this story of this guy who basically during the night he believed he was watching TV and he said he saw these enormous lights flashing at him, and then the next morning he woke up and realised that every clock and watch in his house was an hour off, so he had lost basically an hour during that night.
So basically the clocks had changed.
Yes, basically, story short, yes, the clocks had
dear.
changed.
What a
Yeah.
strange man.
Yeah, I know, unfortunately.
Okay.
Anyway, what have we got a song for us, Tom?
We have.
Okay.
And it's a song that many people will probably have heard before.
Okay, what song is it?
The song is by David Bowie,
Okay.
Space Odyssey.
Okay. Hello. We're back
Hello.
again.
Back again to cause havoc in the radio studio.
Yes, you could say that,
I
definitely.
could say that. Right. So
Once again, our theme is aliens.
aliens and the extraterrestrial.
Yes, so I've been reading a lot about aliens
Right.
and theories about aliens,
Okay, right.
trying to prove their existence.
Now, you know I don't like theories. You know they make my head explode.
Yes, which is what I'm hoping will happen.
Okay.
Well, the point is, the most interesting thing I found out is a mathematical equation, which sounds
Okay.
quite bad, but it's actually quite simple to understand.
Okay.
Basically, it's called the Drake equation, so anybody can look it up. The Drake equation tries to prove that there must be, at least in the Milky Way, at least a certain amount of alien populations who are at an advanced stage, advanced enough so that they can actually get in contact with us.
Right, okay.
Apparently, this is done through an equation, which is basically you take the number of stars that are formed every year in the Milky Way.
How do you work that out?
Scientists know. I just go with them. Just believe in them. So basically, you get the amount of stars that are born every year,
Right.
the number of planets per star on average, the
Yeah.
number of stars of planets per average which can hold human life,
Okay.
the chances that planet can lead to life, the chances that human life would be intelligent, the chances that life would actually be able to contact us. So you multiply all these things together, and I think there's another couple of things in it, and basically the number you get is quite surprising, because if
Wow.
you consider in the history of the universe,
Yes.
according to this equation, there must have been at least 2,000 intelligent species.
How would you work this out? This is what I don't get. This is silly. How can you possibly work this out to a number?
Well, the point is there's a big range, but the interesting thing is, even though you get the worst possible scenario, so that it's very, very difficult for life to form on a planet, all these things here, even though we taking account all of these things, you still get that at least 2 planets right now in the whole universe have got life.
Including Earth?
No, excluding Earth.
So there's 3 planets like Earth with aliens
in the Milky Way.
Theoretically?
Yeah, theoretically, at any given time.
What do you think they look like?
You see, that's the interesting problem, isn't it?
Octopeds, did you say before in the
yes,
our riddle?
I do. I take this as an opportunity to remind you,
aliens.
There's our riddle, which we explained before. If an astronaut goes on a planet and he finds 200 male...
Astronaut, Rob.
Yes. If a spaceman, there you go, goes on a planet and he finds a species which is composed by 200 male, 200 female, and 200 of either male or female sex,
Octopeds.
Then how many aliens are on the planet?
Yes.
Okay, anyway.
If you want to answer, text studio to 82010.
Yes, and anyway, the point is, the thing is, we don't really know what kind of aliens these would be like, if they would be human-like or not.
Yes.
It depends on the conditions of the planet, or what they find, and how they evolve.
Ah, okay.
Have you ever played Spore?
Spore? No, my brother plays Spore.
It's an interesting game, actually.
I've seen some of it, yeah.
You basically get... you start off as a cell, and you can evolve up through time.
Into a different alien, and you can give your alien a spiky tail or a giant mouth so it can eat things twice its size.
Exactly, and that sort of makes you understand how something would evolve over time.
It reminds me of the series of books Flanimals.
Do
you know Flanimals?
No.
It's a book about a series of aliens which are completely and utterly pointless. So there's this one alien, and it's born without any legs. So to get around and find food, it swallows its hands and walks on its hands, right?
Okay.
But then when it actually finds some food, it can't eat the food because its mouth is full and it dies.
Okay, that doesn't sound like the sort of fairy tales I would hear at night.
It's not really a fairy tale. It's more of a humorous children's book.
Or just a weird thing that somebody came up with, yes.
Well, everything's been... someone's come up with everything.
Yeah,
Harry Potter started off as someone thinking, wouldn't it be amazing if I made a story about a small boy who can cast magic spells?
According to her actual book she wrote, J.K. Rowling said that she thought of Harry Potter while travelling on a train looking at sheep.
Everyone knows this story, Rob.
Yes, you never know.
And she saw him in her head materialise and walk onto the train and probably cast some very strange spell like... what was that one?
Expelliarmus.
With a deer, where he summons the deer.
Expecto Patronum.
Expecto Patronum.
It's not that I'm a nerd, I just sort of like this.
Aliens, not Harry Potter.
Yes, aliens. However, we were talking about the Drake equation, but there's also another theory, which is the Fermi paradox.
Okay.
Fermi paradox, said, is a sort of argument against aliens. It basically says that there is a scientific proof that there must be aliens, but we haven't found any sort of evidence of them yet. So this is a paradox, and which means that there is...
I don't like paradoxes, they make my brain go funny.
Yes, but basically, this paradox basically explains, sort of tries to say that even though we have scientific proof of aliens,
yes,
then the fact that we can't find any evidence of them, we haven't actually found a species outside our world, that sort of proves that they don't actually exist.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, Rob, but yes. I think we're going to have to play another song now.
Do we have to?
We will.
Okay.
This song is by a new band.
Okay.
Called Yuck.
Good name.
So it is a very good name.
Yes, I agree.
So, we're back.
Yes.
We are back.
So what are we talking about now, Tom?
Right. I have been looking up on the internet about UFO sightings.
Okay.
And I've seen some videos, you can see them on the internet, it was a UFO sighting website, I can't remember the name, of people sort of looking up in the sky and seeing these lights and saying, oh, it's a UFO, or, something like that. When, do you think that they're real UFOs, or do you think there's logical explanations for them?
Well, I would talk about a thing that I actually read. I actually heard a clip about people thinking about UFOs, and it turned out to be the moon.
Ah.
That was
Wow.
how bad off he was.
Oh,
He called
come
back-
on, people! Seriously,
He called 999.
the moon.
Yeah, he called police, and then after 2 minutes, he called back and just went, "Oh no, I'm sorry, it was the moon."
Well, I've got some clips here of people phoning into a radio
Yes.
station.
Okay.
We've got this one first. This is a man who has seen lights in the sky.
Stockton. I witnessed on today's the 10th, so it would have been the morning of the 9th at around approximately 3 a.m.
Okay,
3 a.m. and
All enough so far.
3:20 approximately. I woke up for muscle spasms and I went outside to have a cigarette, and I looked outside
Probably
and
not the best cure.
approximately no more than 2,000 feet up was a triangular object
It's
having
American.
white,
That would
yellow
be
lights on the three corners, and it was going from a southeast to a northwest.
So it was a triangular object with a light
Okay.
on each point.
I think
right?
I know where you're going with this.
Right,
yes.
okay. This is another one.
Yes.
This is a man who woke up and
But,
he apparently got abducted.
last year, around this time, around July,
Same guy. Same voice.
It does sound a lot like him.
my little cousin was staying over, and she was sleeping in the back bedroom with my wife. So I was at my grandparents' house, and I was sleeping in the back
Okay, so
bedroom.
sleeping.
I woke up to go outside to smoke a cigarette,
Oh,
and when I went outside,
Listen.
I did
looked
not know
up.
this is the same man.
I can't believe I'm saying it.
He can't believe he's saying it.
There,
Cool,
it was
man.
a triangle-shaped craft above my house.
Triangle again.
Like a giant pyramid. It had
Pyramid.
3 lights going down each side, and a light at the center. And all of a sudden, there's a flash, and I came to, and I was in.
This is where it
I
gets
woke up
weird.
like in some kind of almost like artificial womb. I had
Artificial womb. That sounds really.
some kind of slime on me. I remember looking down and seeing some kind of metal tube in my belly button.
Here we go.
And there was a tube in my penis,
Right.
What?
This,
Okay.
this is a bit strange.
This
and
is
I had a
really
gas
strange.
mask on.
He had a
You had a
gas
gas mask on.
So, do you remember in the film I told you to watch, there was scenes, wasn't there, of
Yeah.
the woman and she had tubes and gas, because people actually
Yeah, I
say
do
that
remember
this
that.
happens to them. They wake up and they're being experimented on by aliens.
Okay.
So,
I couldn't make out the figures, but I could hear him
So
in my
can't make out
head
the figures,
saying,
obviously.
he's coming too, he's coming too. Put him back under.
now, why would the aliens be speaking English?
That's a
See,
pretty
that's
good
a hole
point.
in this story. The
Yeah.
aliens are saying, he's coming too. So,
Yeah, and
come on,
especially
come on.
amongst
Why would an
them.
alien speak English?
Yeah. Good
Why?
point.
It's like, have you seen District 9?
No.
And the aliens have their own complete distinct way of talking. They
Yeah.
talk through a series of sort of mouth clicks and noises,
Okay.
and this is a language. This is their language, because obviously they're from a different planet. They've developed different methods of communication to us.
Okay.
So having an alien just speak an Earth language, but a different language, so it sounds like it could be an Earth language, is completely unrealistic, I think.
Yeah, and I think so too. But also, I don't think these are sort of quite good witnesses. He doesn't sound like the sort of guy who I would trust.
No, I know what you mean. But
I wouldn't trust him with my
The one-
lawnmower, let him alone trust him with an alien spacecraft.
the one common factor I saw in these audio clips that I saw and the videos, nearly all of them are American.
Yes, no, I've noticed that too.
Yes. So, I mean, why is this? Is it because I know in America they have quite a lot of interest in this sort of thing, and it's the same with the paranormal as well. So it seems that they're the people who see all the UFOs.
Yeah, no, I've read somewhere that actually 1 out of every 6 American person
Yeah.
either believes to be abducted or knows somebody who has been abducted.
That would make sense.
That would make it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's really, really strange. But yes, I know what you're saying.
So what I did is I scoured the internet.
I am scared
and I
now.
found
You put on your freaky tone of voice,
I
which is really
found
nice. Yeah.
a sighting of a UFO
Okay.
from the UK.
Okay.
Now I want you to listen to this and tell me what you think.
Is he going to have a Cockney accent or something?
Tell me what you think.
Okay.
Yesterday, while I was working on Turf Farm,
This
I
is
saw
you.
a sort of
This is you.
small plane type thing fly across the sky It must have been a UFO. But my mate said it was probably a plane. But I know that it weren't a plane, it were a UFO.
Tom,
because it had some lights on it.
Is this actually you talking,
but
trying to
my
con
mate
me
still
and believe me that
thinks
it's
it was a plane.
he's only seen a UFO?
But I don't think it was a plane.
Okay, so
what do you
this
think?
is you.
No,
this is
not
actually
me.
you.
This is not me.
You actually talked into the thing pretending to be an alien spotter.
No.
You mad person. Why would you ever want to do that?
But I didn't do it. It was real. That was real. What you just listened to was real.
Yeah. Right.
It was real.
Right.
So basically, okay, I faked that. But
Perfect.
my point is,
Yes, I see.
triangular objects in the sky, 3 lights, most probably a plane. Would you agree?
Yeah.
This is
Or
probably
Santa
a plane.
Claus.
No, talk about Santa when it's our Christmas show, please.
Yeah, but, you know,
Okay,
it
no,
could be
aliens
easier.
today, Christmas later. Save that for December.
Yeah, but there's Rudolph
No.
with his
No.
red nose who could be a
No.
light in the sky.
Okay, right. Talk about later. Right.
Shall we put us in song now?
Okay, but first we have a challenge.
Yes.
What we are going to do in our studio, we are both going to draw an alien. And we are going to swap these aliens after the song and
Yes.
make up a story and a name and describe what they look like.
Yes.
And after the show, we are going to put them up on our Facebook page, which you can get to either by typing in Tom and Rob's Inexplicable Journey or going to facebook.com/Inexplicable Journey.
Yes.
And you'll be able to vote for which one you think is the best. So
Mine.
while we're drawing, we've got a song by another new band.
Before that, Tom, we need to put in a competition because Xpress Radio is doing a competition
Yes.
right now.
Right.
Hello.
We're back.
We're back.
And we have drawings of aliens.
Well finished. Yes, nearly finished it. Done it.
Okay, you didn't. Okay, right, we're going to swap.
Swap. Yeah, give me a
We're gonna
second.
swap
doing
now.
The shadows. Right.
Okay.
What the? What's
Okay.
that? Oh,
What's
God.
this? Okay.
Shall I start?
Rob, I was supposed to give yours a name.
Okay. I
Okay,
did
well,
not
you've
know.
called it Glog, but I'd probably call it. I don't really know. I'd call it the line person.
The line
It's
person.
the line people of the planet. Maths.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Okay, so
what is it, Tom? Tell me.
okay, it's basically
Not that I don't know. But yes.
a square with a load of lines on it. Looks like a sort of mathematical pattern, I suppose. One of these, just a load of lines, and then
It's got eyes.
2 tentacles, 2 legs, and 2 sort of stalky eyes on the top, and he's holding a spear, and you've written he's the friendly alien from the planet Borg, but no, he is one of the line people of the planet Maths.
Okay, interesting. What yours is absolutely scary. It's terrifying. It's got 4 octopus legs. It's got bat wings. It has, I don't know, is that actually hair or is that some sort of weird
Which bit are you talking
sort
about
of
now?
plant growing on top of his head? This part here, he's
that's tentacle hair, obviously.
That's tentacle hair.
Tentacle hair.
Interesting. And has it got? Sorry, is that by any chance? Are those claws on his face?
Wait, no, what?
Are these claws? Or is that just really weird hair?
That's hair. They're sideburns.
They
Come on.
You drew an alien with sideburns.
An alien with sideburns.
Right.
Yes.
A hip alien. Right. Okay.
Hip alien.
Interesting. So I'm going to call your alien
Right.
the absolutely scary thing from hell because he absolutely is
The absolutely
scary.
scary thing from hell.
Yes.
Well, I'm
think-
so pleased that you're giving him so much affection.
It's a good name.
He really appreciates it.
Yes. Yes. Does the appreciation mean he's going to strangle me?
He
See,
will come to your
he's so
room tonight
scary.
and strangle you with his tentacles.
Okay, interesting. Anyway, so,
So-
these pictures will be on our Facebook page on
Facebook.com/Inexplicable Journey,
yes,
or
and
just search for Tom and Rob's Inexplicable Journey.
yes, and you can vote them and grade them, and
Vote
I'm
for
going to
them,
win,
and
of course.
obviously the scary monster from hell will win.
Yeah, of course,
Definitely.
of course. So what's next, Tom? What are we going to
Okay.
do now?
Well, I've been I've been looking up on the great scientist Stephen Hawking.
Okay.
And, Stephen Hawking has a theory that the universe is so big that, aliens will most likely exist, almost definitely, in fact.
That sort of connects with the Drake equation, yes.
And he also says that the universe is so vast, and there's so many galaxies like our own, that anything we could imagine probably exists.
So you mean anything that we can imagine?
So anything we imagine is probably real somewhere. So the example that I saw on a website, Star Wars. Star Wars is real. Star Trek, real. Teletubbies, possibly real, right?
Oh my God.
There is somewhere a sky with a sun and some kind of baby inside the sun. I don't know how he doesn't burn to death, but this baby laughs and cries.
So you're saying...
And the Matrix is real. Now, if the Matrix is real...
Yes.
That means that there's a possibility that we are currently in the Matrix.
Yeah, but
so because Stephen Hawking says everything that we can think of is real, that means the Matrix is real, which means we're most likely in the Matrix. There is a greater chance than not that we are currently in the Matrix. Although this Matrix is designed to make us not know that we are in a Matrix. Hence why we can't run up walls and shoot fireballs and things like that.
Well,
which
speak for yourself.
Which you would be able to do in a computer.
Fireball arms just go, and the whole studio's gone. Yeah, exactly.
What? You can actually do that?
Yes, of course I can. Yeah,
put it out.
No, I can't.
Get that and put it out.
Well,
put the fire out.
I like blasters. I've got these things on my back which
don't
put
start.
fire down.
Okay, right.
There you go.
Would it make you happier if I told you that Stephen Hawking's theory would probably mean that Pokemon is real somewhere?
Oh my God, yes, Pokemon.
So you could go and you could actually get a proper Metapod and you could do whatever you wanted with it. Play rugby with it. You could kick it.
You want to play rugby with a Metapod?
Anyway, stop talking about Pokemon.
Okay.
Right, anyway, so basically, Stephen Hawking is the Matrix. Okay.
He is the Matrix.
He is the Matrix. Okay. Okay, but. What the idea is, anything is possible.
Generating.
We could be dead. It could be like a sort of Lost type thing. We could be on an island and none of this is real.
Okay.
And we're all dead. Okay?
You could not exist.
Okay. Well,
you could be a sort of hallucination.
Anyway,
that'd be quite
there's
good.
a Cambridge scientist called Simon Conway.
Yes.
Who says that if aliens did exist, they would have developed and evolved on a planet very similar to ours, because our planet has the exact right conditions.
Yeah,
which would mean that aliens would actually look quite like us. They would have developed our features. They would have heads, 2 arms, 2 legs, because of the right conditions. But the problem is, they would have also developed the same sort of way of thinking. So, like our tendency for war or conflict or exploitation.
Yeah, see, I don't agree with that.
So, if aliens were to come to our planet, they would probably come to either declare war or live on our planet, use our planet for resources, because they might have exhausted the resources on their planet. If you've seen Avatar, and Avatar sort of portrays the humans as the aliens, and they've come to this planet because they've used up everything on the Earth and they need new resources, so they go to this planet Pandora and they want to mine this resource. So it's possible that aliens, if they came here,
they would attack us.
They would be looking for our resources.
Yeah, but my question is, if we discovered an alien race, would we just attack them?
Yes, that's true.
Would we immediately attack them?
No, I think we would. I think
I think we would. I like to believe we wouldn't.
Wouldn't be able to handle it.
I like to believe we wouldn't just randomly start clubbing aliens to death.
I have a horrible feeling that we would.
Yeah, no, I see your point, but I don't... I'd like to believe the human race is quite nice and friendly and doesn't just go around killing aliens.
Rob, you are horrible. You are a horrible individual.
Why?
Because you are.
This is not related to it any way.
No.
I'm actually the only one between us who's saying we're not supposed to actually go and club aliens. So
I'm not saying it. I'm just
anybody, if you see any aliens, if you meet any aliens, please don't go shooting them.
Hug an alien. What's the date today?
What?
The date is the 2nd? No, the 3rd. The 3rd of October. Okay, no, 3rd of November.
November.
3rd of November will be National Hug an Alien Day.
Yay!
Yay, we've made a new holiday.
Yes, Hug an Alien Day.
Hug an Alien
3rd of
Day.
November.
Anyway, this scientist, Simon Conway,
yes,
he says, going back to Star Wars, he says that the aliens depicted in Star Wars could be more accurate than previously thought. Say the man who approaches Luke in the cantina and says, he doesn't like you, I don't like you either.
Yeah.
That man, he is real somewhere. Somewhere is the I don't like you man.
I like to see,
he is there somewhere.
I like to think of. I like to think that one day these aliens are going to come to us, and it's going to be George Lucas just going, "Hey, I told you so, guys."
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, Simon Conway and Stephen Hawking have basically just proven that somewhere in the world there is that blue elephant thing from Return of the Jedi.
That blue elephant, the
DJ one, the DJ guy, yeah. So he is real, and I am going to book him for my next party.
Absolutely, I want
brilliant.
him.
The
weird
thing
thing is coming to Earth, and he just walks out of space, and everybody goes, "Oh, bravo, bravo!" And he's just like, "What?"
The weird thing is, though, Simon Conway doesn't actually believe that aliens exist. He's come up with all these theories about what would happen if aliens came here, but he doesn't actually believe them himself.
There's a mathematician.
The universe, he says, is so old that somewhere, millions of years ago, they would have already developed a species far more technologically advanced than us. So they would have already tried to make contact. So if they were there, he says we would have heard from them already.
That's connected to the Fermi paradox I was talking to before.
Yes.
Why do we have no evidence of it? But the thing is, there are lots of other scientists who have tried to prove Fermi wrong.
Right.
By saying things like they may be transmitting radio signals that we can't really achieve, reach out to, or they could be too far away.
Yeah.
It could be. There's a lot of factors that can change it. I know you don't. So why don't you just put on a song?
Yes.
Good.
Kids with Guns.
Gorillas.
We have returned.
Kids with Guns by Gorillas. Yes. Wonderful song.
Brilliant song.
We are singing along the whole time.
We have here, our producer has very kindly given us a pack of classic Space Raiders crisps. You may remember them as the ones that used to be 10p and now they're 15p, so a lot of children are going to be crying. But on the back we have a Space Raider stats.
Okay.
And it's got a little picture of the sort of generic.
Is this based on scientific research?
I think it is.
Is it actually?
Professor Conway has provided Space Raiders with these statistics.
I find that hard to believe, but yes.
This species is a sectoid.
Okay.
This is a sectoid. It's got more sort of scientific name than Scary Demon from Hell or whatever you called my beautiful creation. Its home planet is the Zeta Reticulix, and he lives in the Cyber Cities, so they must be a pretty technologically advanced species. But here's the big revelation here. His favourite snack, you might think it would be some kind of space animal, like a Zeta Reticulix,
a flying zebra
or something, or a
flying zebra.
Flying zebra. But his favourite snack is boggart globules, which I don't know what a boggart globule is.
I eat them all the day. It's fantastic.
Good in
it tastes
sandwiches?
Wonderful. Yeah.
And pickled onion space raiders.
Wow.
So I'm sort of worried that maybe that's not actual science, and it's more of a sort of advertising ploy for the crisps.
Do you think it was written by the same guys who gave us we had the phone calls on before? They sort of sounded...
Possibly.
Yeah, quite weird.
Yeah. So I just went out for a cigarette and I looked in the sky and I saw a Zeta Reticulix alien, and it was eating space raiders.
Pickled onion space raiders.
Pickled onion flavour space raiders. What a strange flavour for crisps. Come on, why invent pickled onion crisps? I mean, I love pickled onions. I eat them with my lunch, okay? But why would you eat pickled onion flavour crisps?
You're good. Which is why we're going to eat them now.
No, we're not.
And our producer's going to kill us.
Yes.
She's coming to get
Almost
us.
Definitely, yes. Okay. Right, leave the crisps alone, Rob.
What's the next thing?
Tell us about the wow frequency.
The wow frequency. Okay, this is an interesting thing, because I was saying before, the Fermi paradox basically tells us that there's no proof of aliens whatsoever.
Yes.
Well, there is something that scientists have discovered that may be quite interesting, and this is the wow frequency.
This had better make me say wow or I'm kicking you off, and it's going to be Tom's Inexplicable Journey.
Okay. Basically, the wow frequency is some scientists were measuring radio waves from space.
Right.
So they were getting a lot of things, and they would get mild waves, quite strong waves, but sort of normal waves.
Waves?
Waves, yes, that you would expect from space.
On a beach.
What, on a beach? From space, yes. Okay. I get your joke. Oh, it's rubbish. But basically, while he was doing this, he got a signal, he got a frequency.
Right.
Which is artificial and did not come from Earth.
Oh, okay. What? Okay.
And basically, he was so surprised by this that he wrote wow next to it. And that's why it's called a wow frequency. It's basically a frequency which is so strong that it cannot be produced on Earth. It must have come from somewhere else in space. And I don't know why, but
they've worked out there is no possibility that this has come from Earth.
They have. And I don't know how, but they also wrote out it must be artificial.
Right, so it must be made by a sentient being.
Possibly, yes.
Okay.
That's what they believe. But also, the other interesting thing is this happened some 50 years ago, I think.
Okay.
But they also had a much more recent one, maybe 5 years ago.
Okay.
So they found the same frequency again. So this may be proof that some aliens are trying to get in contact with us. But
right, okay. But we haven't sort of decoded the messages yet.
It's not necessarily a message, it's just a radio frequency.
It could be a sort of just an alert to let us know.
Yes, that they do exist. That's sort of a good thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So
very interesting, Rob.
Yeah, so we may be true, maybe not.
Do you want to remind everyone about our riddle competition?
Yes, the riddle competition. Right. The prize is, again, Tom, tell us.
The prize for our super special riddle competition is, drumroll, Rob, a half-eaten bag of gone-off lettuce.
How gone-off is it? Let's repeat it.
The 12th of October.
12th of October. Fantastic. So that makes it... Well, I'm going to do maths in my head now. 19 plus...
It's just old.
3.
Just say it's old.
22 days old.
Old lettuce.
22 days old lettuce.
And as a little treat, there's also little bits of beetroot shredded up in there as well.
Fantastic.
Completely the wrong
No other radio station gives you these prizes.
No, it is unique.
It's Xpress Radio. Anyway...
No, we're deadly serious. We will send you this.
Yes, no, indeed. But to get this prize, you need to send us, either by texting studio to 82010.
82010.
Okay.
82010.
Okay. Or by phoning in with 02920 781530.
Or you can email studio@expressradio.co.uk, or you can go to our Facebook group, facebook.com/Inexplicable Journey.
This competition will be open for the next week or so until we have a new show. So please join us and
Rob, you didn't say the riddle.
The riddle, yes. The riddle is this. If a spaceman goes on a planet and he meets a new species of which 200 of the species are male, 200 are female, and 200 can be either male or female, how many aliens are on the planet?
Okay, how many aliens are on this planet? Text in or phone or put on our Facebook, and we will reveal the answer next week.
Yes, exactly.
Now, we have a theme every single week, so do you want to let the listeners know what our theme for next week will be?
Yes, next week we were talking about inventions.
Inventions.
So the best, the worst inventions.
So if you want to submit some information that you know or some random things, text in, email in, put on our Facebook, and we may just let the other people know.
Yes, of course.
Next week.
We would get all the credit too, because...
Yeah, we would take all the credit, obviously.
Of course.
We'll pretend that we've done research for it.
Yeah, no, indeed. No way. Anyway, so
you were saying... Just quickly now.
Yes.
You were saying this idea of murdering people.
Yes, murdering people. Right.
Theoretically murdering people.
Every week we're going to theoretically...
Murder someone. Or
we're going to plan a murder. Okay? So basically, today we're going to talk about a victim. Who are we going to plan to murder?
I'd say we should murder scientists. Even though it's ironic talking about all this science. I think we should murder scientists. Because scientists, they get so much money, and they put it all into exploring space, and all this stuff that the majority of the population will never care about or never see. Yeah. When this money could be either used for feeding the poor, or buying DVDs for me, or...
What?
helping charities.
Okay.
I'm a good cause. I need my DVD fix.
You need your DVD.
I need my DVD fix.
And you're willing to kill a lot of scientists for this.
Yes, a lot of them, with acid.
So if you had to choose a perfect victim for your perfect murder, it would be a scientist.
Possibly, yes.
Okay, interesting. I would go
Just
with.
quickly before we go, what would you pick?
I would go with footballers.
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 There's a lot of people who may be offended by that statement.
Not necessarily. Because
Are you
mainly
a football fan, Rob?
I am not a football fan, but especially because they earn millions of pounds every day, and I earn possibly
how would you kill them? You could kill them with a football. You could kick it really hard at their head, and then it would look like an accident.
Yeah, you could. But we're going to talk about victimology. We're going to talk about murder weapons next week, aren't we?
Murder weapons next week. Stay tuned. We've got one final song before we go. This is a song by a band called Bellowhead.
Okay.
Enjoy.
So goodbye.
Goodbye.